Dr. Montrose.
Endangered Errand Book, Visitation Guidelines, Montrose Youth.
Your agency advocated for Jenna Bauer in her bid to regain custody of her son, Aaron. In retrospect, was this in Aaron's best interest?
Considering his fate, the answer has to be no. But hindsight is always 20/20.
At the time, you believed the opposite to be self-evident, right? Every mother deserves to retain the custody of her children?
We weighed the pros and cons of Jenna Bauer's case, and we came to the conclusion that she deserved a second chance. Perhaps if we'd had more facts at our disposal, we would have agreed with the city's decision.
Bullshit. Is this testimony consistent with Dr. Montrose's previous statement? Alright, what did he just say? We raised the pros and cons of Jenna, and we came to the conclusion that she deserved a second chance. Perhaps if we had more facts at our disposal, we would have agreed. Is this testimony consistent with the previous statement? No? Yeah. Why not? Montrose claimed earlier that he fought against giving. He claimed earlier that he fought against giving. No. Montrose earlier admitted that he took up Jenna Bauer's petition without thinking. The alternative for Aaron was holy shit, I can't read. For Aaron was City Youth Home, and Montrose stated that nobody deserves to go there. Montrose said the Bauers were clients of Good Shepherd before he became director, or whatever it said.
In this case, the alternative was placing Aaron in City Youth Home. You simply didn't want him there. Dr. Montrose, have you ever signed off on moving a child from his parents' custody into the institutional foster care system?
No.
I don't think it would be best to ask about the book. I really don't feel. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure if it would give him sympathy or if it would be against him. Visitation
State guidelines for social welfare agencies mandate one home visit per month at the very least.
You needn't lecture me. I'm well acquainted with state guidelines.
Do you follow them?
Yes, Mr. McCoy. We follow the state guidelines meticulously.
Good Shepherd didn't have its own guidelines?
No.
Do you believe him? No. I never believe this smug bastard. Based on what Montrose testified that state guidelines don't apply to Good Shepherd, caseworker admitted that Good Shepherd makes up the rules as it goes along. Montrose told the detectives that the agency makes its own guidelines. Memo about revised guideline discovered in case file. Montrose testified that state guidelines don't apply to Good Shepherd. More than likely not that one. Definitely not that one. Caseworker admitted that Good Shepherd makes up the rules as it goes along. Montrose told the detectives that. I'm going with this one.
Didn't you tell the detectives that Good Shepherd makes its own guidelines?
I don't recall saying anything of the sort.
Stop being a lying
Think back,
douche.
Dr. Montrose. It was during the same interview in which you refused to turn over Aaron Bauer's case files, in clear violation of standard procedure.
Objection, immaterial.
It goes to credibility, Your Honor. Overruled.
I won't deny that our agency operates according to unique procedures, but if anything, our guidelines are more comprehensive than the state's.
I'm still not sure if this would help me or help him. I'm thinking that because he was in it, I'm thinking that that would just be a no.
You've heard Detective Curtis's account of what he found in Jenna Bauer's apartment, and you've seen the pictures.
Indeed I have. What can I say? Appalling. I had no idea until this very morning when my counsel showed me the pictures.
You're a liar. Is it plausible that Dr. Montrose had no idea of the state of the Bauer's apartment beforehand? I'm gonna say no. Why not? Caseworker called Montrose from the apartment. Mrs. Bowers remarked that Montrose had visited on Christmas. Montrose earlier testified that he arrived at the apartment soon after the detectives left. Montrose indicated knowledge of items found in the Bauer apartment.
We know your caseworker, Ms. Schuyler, briefed you after Mrs. Bauer's body was discovered.
Well, yes, of course, but it takes a picture to really communicate the situation.
You're the expert, Dr. Montrose. Do you think it's possible for conditions to degenerate that rapidly in a mere 8 days?
It's possible, I suppose. But I have to admit, if I were an outside observer, I'd find it a difficult story to swallow. Indeed, if it weren't for my faith in my employer, Miss Schuyler, I'd be inclined to think it was a story.
Really? No further questions, Your Honor.
No, I have questions. For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. The jury likes your case a little bit. No, I hate when she's
Defense
up.
calls Wanda Schuyler to the witness stand. I know this is difficult for you, Miss
Wanda!
Schuyler, but I want you to recall for us the moment you stepped into Jenna
Wanda
Bauer's
woman.
apartment on January 1st.
It was...
Frames?
It was like stepping off a cliff, you know?
Because of your
Frames?
feelings for Mrs. Bauer, you mean? Because you cared about her so
Stop!
much?
You're leading.
Objection!
No, you're leading. Shut your face. Shut your face. I don't like you.
Leading.
Sustained.
Would you say you had a personal connection with Aaron Bauer?
Yes, I did. Aaron... he was a great kid. Talented, you know. He wanted to be a comic book artist when he grew up. He and I had a little private game where he pretended I was a superhero.
But he didn't say or do anything in the last few months to indicate his home life was deteriorating?
No, you know how boys can be at his age. Stoic. He probably thought it would be unmanly or disloyal to tattle on his mom.
Would you like to object?
Objection!
No expert knowledge, speculation. Crap. But he didn't say or do anything in the last few months to indicate his home life was deteriorating. No, you know how boys can be at his age. Stoic. He probably thought it would be unmanly or disloyal to tattle on his mom. Speculation.
The witness is speculating about the victim's motivations.
Sustained. Please confine yourself to your own impressions.
How long have you been employed with Good Shepherd, Miss Schuyler?
It'll be 3 years in April.
And in that time, has Dr. Montrose ever encouraged you to be negligent in your duties?
Not at all, no. Dr. Montrose is an inspiration. He knows firsthand how broken the system is, and he's completely passionate about reforming it. It's energizing. I only wish... I just wish this hadn't happened to him. I mean, to all of us.
Of course. We all do. Your witness.
Good, because I don't like it when you're up there. Yeah, they better be siding with me. That jury better be siding with me if they know what's good for it.
Miss Schuyler, Dr. Montrose has testified that you visited the Bauers in their apartment on Christmas Day. At that time, did you find any indications that Jenna Bauer had lapsed back into her addiction to crystal meth?
I didn't see any... I never made that visit. I don't have an excuse. I simply
Such a
failed
shock.
to do my job, and then I faked the report after the fact to cover up. I'm sorry, Dr. Montrose.
I had no idea. Blasphemy.
That's not what you said at the deposition. Are you changing your testimony, Miss Schuyler?
I guess so.
Were you briefed about this? Your Honor, prosecution was unprepared for this development. We petitioned the court for a continuance.
Petition granted. We will resume trial next week.
Oh, because I had no idea. This case has just taken a turn for the worse. Oh no! The jury doesn't know what to make of Wanda Schuyler's testimony. Turning it over, you'll need to convince the witness to change sides.
I've been at the bar 30 years, Miss Jameson, but I don't think I've ever witnessed such a blatantly unethical maneuver. Instructing a witness to change her testimony without altering the deposition.
You have no grounds for accusing me of complicity.
You'd better hope I don't find any.
Holy
Now,
shit, so angry.
why are you protecting Dr. Montrose?
Don't let yourself be intimidated, Miss Schuyler. You don't have to answer anything.
No, but you do have to go to jail if you're found guilty of falsifying documents.
We need you to come clean. Please.
So angry. Appeal to principle, appear to self-interest, appear to Aaron's memory.
If you're telling the truth about forging that report, then you must have lied when you said you cared about Aaron.
That's not true. I did care. We had a bond.
I believe her. Oh my god, you only have one chance to mess up. Oh god. I'm so glad I got it right then. Oh, do I know shit? If I choose this one wrong, then it's all over for me. Based on what evidence? Aaron's red scarf was a Christmas gift from the caseworker. Wanda woman drawing found in Aaron's bag. Evidence that Aaron was headed to the caseworker's house when he died. Jenna Bauer commented that Aaron was too chummy with caseworker.
Why would you neglect your duties towards someone you care about?
Oh god, I still only have one chance. Wonder Woman.
You mentioned on the stand something about a private game between you and Aaron.
It was just a silly joke. It didn't mean anything.
It did to him, I think.
You were his hero, but you failed.
You have to understand.
Wanda, be quiet.
I
No, you.
can't. You know I believe in Dr. Montrose, but I just can't. You'd better go.
I represent you.
And she's staying leave.
Not anymore.
Now, what's the real story?
Bitch, you got owned.